saying I was gonna go live. Alright. Get everything. Is everything good? If everybody wants to pop in, I'll wait a few seconds for it to like set itself and shite. How's everybody doing today? I can at least ask that while I'm dicking around on my phone, trying to send out shit places. You guys are doing well if you're already here listening to me talk about bullshit. So I got 3 lists tonight. I got, and all of them are in weird ways silly. Silly for me, because I'm going to tell you the truth of how I feel about shit. Some of the stuff I might have to look up names for shit, because I'm not exactly, my headspace is a little wonky from this past week, so I just wanted to just do something that doesn't require a lot of thought, well, some thought. Not a lot of movement, not a lot of anything. I don't have to like turn my arms like I'm turning a car. I don't have to like focus on a game. I can just talk. And it just is fine. Got some OC remix playing in the background. Hopefully it's not loud, not too loud. But I'll wait till people if they want to come in and pop in. If you do pop in, just say hi. I'll wait a few because I want to do these tier lists. I do. I want to turn these all to presentation modes. Okay. Now, I'll explain what my tier list is for each one, and uno momento, por favor. Let's see. Just wait. So, got 3 lists that I'm gonna put together. First one is gonna be Tekken characters based off of their lore, and this is purely my opinion. I'm not saying that your opinion doesn't matter. This is how I feel about Tekken lore and what I think each of these people should fit in for their thing, you know? This is what my heart and soul is like, right? So I'm not gonna be doing any of your guest characters, so like fucking Akuma's not gonna, I'm not gonna use Akuma. I'm not gonna use fucking Geese Howard. I'm not gonna use what's his name, Negan or anybody that is a guest character from another series that is not Tekken. I will even do the Tekken Tag ones as well, because I think that the Tekken Tag ones get slept on a lot as well. Also, before I do, I'm gonna freaking order some food. I am hungry. I want to eat something. I don't know what, but I definitely want something to put in my stomach. So I'm gonna DoorDash, so I can get some food. What should I eat is the question. Oh no. It's somewhat healthy. It's like, let's get some healthy food. the race. Oh, the race should be third, so somebody's gonna hate you. Let's see. Unless I have them go someplace like Port Orange. What do I want to eat? You know what? I don't know. Give me some Wawas. Fuck it. Wawa it is. Wawa can be expensive. Fuck it. Wawa. It's gonna be Wawa with an extra Wah! Wah! Hoo-hoo! Remember that? It's me, Mario. You're number one. Do the second take. God damn it. Get more into it. I want to feel like you're Mario right now. I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. All right. So, we're starting down here. We're starting at the bottom, and we're gonna work our at the top. And we're gonna work our way down to the bottom. Like I said, Akuma out. He does not count for this list like at all. He's not a part of this. I'm also trying to order food too, so this is gonna. I should have did this before, but I'm just fucking around with this. It's just like meh. It's just a meh. That's what it is. It's listening to game music and listening to me talk about bullshit. And this is literally what this is gonna be. It's gonna be about bullshit. So, Alex. Alex is the first character. Alex, I find it interesting that he is a cybernetically created boxing velociraptor, but also I'm kind of like, bruh, like that's your thing. You're just a velociraptor. And he's only appeared in Tekken 2 and the Tag series, I think. I don't think he appeared in. I don't think. No, he was in Tekken 3 as well. Tekken 2, Tekken 3. I think that at Tekken 4, maybe. God damn it! What fucking games was he in? I told you, I'm gonna let's see appearances. Okay, so let me in, little pig. So Alex was in 2. No, he was not in 3. He was in 2, Tag, and Tag 2. Huh. It's interesting. It's really interesting. Really? Alright, well, Alex is a jobber. He's just going down in the jobber section. Was he really that important? Was he really that cool? Was he really that good? I don't think so. His story's kind of meh at best. So, next we got Eliza Bosconovich, the everybody's favorite waifu, or android waifu, because she actually is an android, not like Android 1718, aka Lapis and Lapis and Lazuli. They're cyborgs technically. That's neither here nor there. All right, we're moving on. I think it's fascinating that she's a robot girl that's created by Tekken's like scientists, like the Tekken scientists. She has a big part of a lot of the story, so I'm gonna give her good lore. Because she, since Tekken, I think I want to say Tekken 5, I think was her first appearance. She's been kind of like, or was it Tekken 6? It was either Tekken 5 or Tekken 6. Maybe I'm off on that one. It was actually her first appearance was in Tekken 6. I was incorrect. It was Tekken 6. So since Tekken 6, she's been a big part of the story, and I find her, and I'm basing this purely off of how good their lore is in Tekken, not like their lore is like the best ever. Like, this is my idea of who's the best lore in the series. So Eliza Bosconovich, she goes in good lore because I want to see how her relationship and Lars' relationship will like end up. You know, I'm kind of like, give it to me. Next up, Ogre. Ogre's weird because he's been only in one game technically, not including like in lore wise, in the and in tag, the tag and tag 2, of course. Ogre is an alien fighting god who randomly awakened due to like sensing strength of fighters in the world. He's literally like an Aztec alien fight god. His character story is just like neat, but I just don't know where it, like, it was the beginning of Tekken bullshit. Like, it was the beginning, like, Tekken 1, Tekken 2 was like, okay, demons, whatever. But then it's like, oh yeah, this alien Aztec fight god is also there. So I'm gonna say you tried. That's me. I'm gonna say you tried. Angel is supposedly the personification of Kazuya's, like, the goodness in him, his heart, his beauty, the stuff that makes him like not a monster, like he becomes just pure to the devil gene. This is the side that was keeping the devil gene at bay, right? After Tekken 2, you only see her in a tag series, but then they kind of sort of allude to the energy and the power of it in Tekken 8. Spoiler. I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but spoiler just for that little bit I gave, right? I wish they would have done more with her post Tekken 2. I really wish they did. They didn't do anything. They just let her kind of sort of like sit in the wings. So, jobber you go. It was cool, but you did nothing with it. Down to the jobbing section. I hope you like your job. Next up, Armored King. Armored King's story, both Armored King 1 and Armored King 2 story, is really fucking cool. You have this guy who used to be who was a luchador wrestler, who made his persona based off of another character who I'm gonna go over next, the regular, or go over later, the regular king, who essentially became his, like, first it was like rivals, then they became like, oh yeah, we're buddies and we're got tag team partners, and then when the original king died, he trains the kid who takes up the next mantle of King, and I'll go over King's story when we get to King. But that shit's some good fucking lore. And then after that happens, he fucking gets killed by another character on this fucking list, and his the original Armored King's brother, apparently they were a tag team of Armored Kings. He basically is like, what the fuck, you killed my brother, and he wants to fight Craig Murdoch, and he wants to kill Craig Murdoch, and he wants to fight King for betraying his brother, which he didn't technically do. He just chose not to do the vengeance route, you know, and then became friends with Craig Murdoch, which is interesting. So, he's up there on the list. Okay. Next up, Anna Williams. Anna Williams is a very fascinating character in the sense that for her appearances, she's still second fiddle to Nina. And I still think that their story is really cool. I had a thought about this actually yesterday. I was thinking about Tekken because I was watching Tekken videos, right? So I was thinking about Tekken and I was like, man, if Nina and Anna, like, teamed up, they would be amazing. They'd be damn near unstoppable. With the amount of mayhem they cause just being petty with each other is, like, phenomenally, like, crazy, right? if they like work together, they would be unfucking stop. Like Mishima's, fuck them. Fucking Azazel, fuck them. Like it doesn't really matter. The Nina, the Williams sisters would take care of it. I just for the rivalry that her and Nina have, you can get into good lore. You get good lore because these two, and like the thing about this lore list is also like if their lore on like standalone is good, that might affect it as well, right? Asuka Kazama. Asuka Kazama is a distant relative of both Jun Kazama and Jin Kazama, right? I really think the concept of her was interesting, but they never really dug into the fact that her and Jin are cousins until Tekken 8, and that irritates and bothers me. I feel like it's wasted potential of a story, right? It's just completely wasted potential for a story that could have been really cool and really neat. And also, I'm also still kind of weirded out about her ending for Tekken 5, where she like face plants, or where Jean face plants in her boobs, and she does the like "you pervert" thing. It's like, but you as the player know that they're cousins. It's very Japanese, I guess, but it's like you know they're cousins, and you're like, I don't quite like this. So I'll put Asuka. And you tried. You had a neat thing going, but you just didn't do anything with it. You let it sit. Beik Dosan. He is his character is really interesting. He's been a character since Tekken 2. Wasn't in Tekken 3 because he was replaced by Haorong. I think he came back in Tekken 5. One of the Tekkens he came back in. Jesus Christ, I have my list in front of me. I don't just look at Beik Dosan. Beik is I just realized some of the newer characters are not on this list. I might have to you know what? We're not gonna worry about new characters. New characters can take a backseat. We're gonna do up to Tekken 7. Fuck it. So Beik Dosan was in Tekken 2 and Tekken Tag, of course, and Tekken 5 is when he came back. Because they rocked with Hwang for a while. Tekken's is Beik Dosan is a Korean Taekwondo practitioner master who took part in the second Iron Fist tournament, and they really pushed like he was very strong, he was very powerful, but they didn't really like they kind of explained that he's kind of like troubled and stuff like that. His dad was a Taekwondo champion and everything like that, and his story, like his backstory, if you just played the game, if you did a little bit of digging and stuff like that, it's kind of neat. He's one of the characters when Ogre like released. Got the shit kicked out of him, put him in a coma. That's why you hadn't seen him. You don't see him until like Tekken 5 because he comes out of the coma. And I think in Tekken 6, Tekken 6 is the last game he was in because he fights Azazel, and it's speculated that he loses his life in the process trying to fight Azazel. His banter and his banter with Hwang and him taking him in when he was also like a troubled youth, I think is really, really neat. Up to good lore you go. Bob has been in just one game. If I'm was it 2? I don't think it was. Wait. I can just look it up. I got like the world's fucking goddamn thing in my hand. Bubba Richards. He was in Tekken 6 and Tekken 7, and then they haven't really, and also Tekken Tag 2. They haven't really used him all that much. He was just like a really good fucking. He was just a really good martial artist who fucking was like, I was super awesome, but I couldn't beat big people, so fuck it. Changed his training regimen just to get fat, and could still move while he's fat. Speed and weight. This motherfucker has an interesting little thing, but it's like, I want them to do more with it. Like, give me more. Give me more. I don't even think they tried. Jobber ass story. Didn't do much with it. So, on to Brian Irvin. Bruce Irvin. Why did I say Brian Irvin? Bruce Irvin. Because Brian's like right next to him. Bruce Irvin, who's this troubled youth out on the streets, trying to getting into trouble. Fucking starts learning kickboxing, changes his life. I don't remember if he's big into martial arts. I don't remember if he's like a law enforcement or was he just a bodyguard for? I think he was just a bodyguard for Kazuya. I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, he basically was Kazuya's like bodyguard for shit for a while because they were like friends, and he's really cool. I thought we were gonna get a Bruce Bruce in this game, but no Bruce. I'm actually quite surprised there's no Bruce in this game. So he's really, really cool. He has this thing where he's like trying to like do well with the kids and in his neighborhood and stuff like that, make sure that they don't lead a path like he did, and tries to get them to train in kickboxing and stuff to try to like help them out. I really like that part. I really do like that part about him. But tying it with the story is kind of like, they tied it well, but I don't think they really like overly did much with him after that point. Because it was kind of like he kind of sort of was like, I don't want to do evil after a while. He's like, I'm fucking evil. I don't know, because I would say with his ties to Kazuya is really, really good, and usually his ties to Kazuya is what kind of keeps his story going, and the little background stuff is that he has for his own personal life is really cool. I'm gonna give it good lore. This is my list. I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna go. All right, next we got Brian fucking Fury is his story is so fucking cool. You know what? His story is so fucking cool. I'm gonna put him up here just because his story is really fucking cool. So Brian Fury was a police officer who was super corrupt, who got fucking gunned down in a bus. I think it was a drug bus or something like that. Gets gunned down, dies. He's dead. Fucking Dr. Abel, which is a character in the Tekken series, who is like the counterpart to Dr. Bogdanovich, which is this guy here. Basically recovers his body and turns him into a replicant. He is essentially he's a robot corpse. And all he cares about but it's him. It's Brian as he is just fucking unleashed, and he's essentially like a post-mort cyborg. So he gets brought back, and his entire thing. First, he was working with goddamn Mishima Zaibatsu with everything. He fucking gets free from Mishima Zaibatsu just so he can cause havoc and rampage and shit, because he's all about chaos and everything. His power unit inside of his power generator inside him starts to fail. He manages to get revenge on Dr. Abel, murdering him in the process because he punches him as a fucking superhuman cyborg, a dead body cyborg thing. Fucking gets recovered by Yoshimitsu. he gets taken to Dr. Boskanovich, and Dr. Boskanovich puts a perpetual motion generator inside of him so that he can live. He's under for like a year, fucking gets brought back, and the first thing he does is fucking attack goddamn Dr. Boskanovich and Yoshimitsu and the Manji clan. And fucking murders his way out of there and just goes on a rampage, just destroying shit, just because fuck it. I don't give a shit. Like, that is such a fucking interesting fucking character lore that I just go, wow, that's really fucking cool. That's really fucking cool. Let's see. Next is Christy Monteiro. Give me a second. I really gotta order my food. I'm ordering food, and then I did, and I was like, I should really order this food. So, god damn it, I don't know what side I want. What kind of side do I want, guys? Do I want some garlic knots? Do I want some... What do I want to eat? What do I want? I don't know. Oh, fuck it, I'll get some mashed potatoes. I just want a small... I don't need the mashed potatoes. Next up, Christy Monteiro. Christy Monteiro is a boring character. Like, her lore is kind of interesting, but it's only interesting because it ties with Eddie Gordo's lore. Like, her grandfather is the capoeira teacher who taught Eddie, and that's really all. And her entire thing is she's just trying to chase after Eddie to like stop him from becoming a monster and so on and so forth. And it's kind of it's like I feel like she should just be a background character. Like she like Eddie should always be in, except for new Eddie with his goddamn haircut. Kind of pisses me off. But instead they made her a character to replace Eddie for a Tekken 4, and it was just like gross. And like, cool character to look at. Her design's interesting, I guess. But she was like worse played like Eddie, or playing Eddie. Like, it's just I don't like it. So, Jobber, Jobber, Jobber time. Next up, we got Claudio. Claudio's an interesting character for the fact that he's just a JoJo character inside of the Tekken series. He's just a JoJo character. Like, he's so painfully JoJo that it makes me just go like, good lord, why did they make him so JoJo? Other than that, he's like this super powerful sorcerer, I guess you could say, that also has like a tie to the devil bloodline or the devil gene or whatever like that, and his entire thing is trying to like purify the world of said devil gene. Other than that, he's just kind of there. It kind of made him seem really cool in Tekken 8 story, but he's just kind of just there. Like, I don't mean that in like a mean way, but really, he's just kind of there. So I gotta say, you tried. You did try. You gave it your all. He would have been more interested if they really built up his character and everything like that. But they didn't. So yeah, that's where you go. You get that. Let's see. We has Combat. Combat is a character that is kind of interesting. That I've said that so many times. I'm realizing that it's like how I said it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. It's interesting in the fact that he's really important to the story of Tekken 4, and that by itself kind of is like, okay, that's interesting. Basically, he's a robot that was designed as a fighting robot to sell by this guy, Li Qiaolong, who essentially did it just to show the world, and specifically Heihachi, that he's not garbage and he's worth something. So he literally built the company of Violet Systems like from nothing. Made like this multi-billion-dollar company out of like nothing, and this was what he was going to push, was the Combot. I would say that alone makes Combot kind of a cool character, kind of a cool lore. Yeah, like, oh, that he ties directly into it. Devil Gene, top knot lore. We're just gonna put him up here because I would have to explain. You know, I'll go down and I'll do these two together. Where's Gene Kazama? There he is. Okay, so top knot lore. Good lore. Basically one and the same. I'm gonna group them together. Gene is just an interesting character for he's the main character of 3. He's that guy. You know who he is. He's Gene. Friggin' the bastard son of Kazuya Mishima, when he basically slept with Jun Kazama. And he's just so cool. He has a cool design, a cool like swag to him. He's the serious. His entire thing is, I want to kill Ogre. I want to kill this guy right here. He's got to die. He pisses me off. I don't like him. He's got to die. I'm gonna. Mom told me about finding this guy that's supposed to be my granddad. Granddad beats the fuck out of him, and to try to make him strong, he manages to beat the fuck out of the monster that killed his mom, that he believes killed his mom. Then his granddad shoots him. Blam. Does blam. That creates him to have a near-death experience that awakens the devil trigger inside of him, and he becomes this guy. And this guy, apparently, though he rages and destroys shit, is evil, all of a sudden, he's like, yeah, I'm fucking actually here to help you. You know what? Fuck this. You're moving down to good lore, goddammit. You fucked up at that last because it didn't make any sense for Tekken 8. I love the Tekken 8 story just because it's fucking silly, like, fun, right? But at the same time, I'm kind of like, what the fuck, man? Y'all did not need at all to do the whole, like, oh, actually, it's been the good inside of him the entire... No, it hasn't been. He was punching buildings and fucking he started a world war. He started a world war. Like, he literally started a war that essentially destroyed the world, destroyed, like, countless lives. Like, sent the world into turmoil. No, fuck that. And all of a sudden you're telling me he's a good guy? No, that's not the game we play. It's not the game we play. So, yeah, he's going down here. Gene can stay up there because he's the hero. He's a good character, right? Kasumi Mishima, I like her because they kind of bridge that gap with, apparently, her name is in Tekken 1? No, Tekken 2. In Tekken 2, her name is etched into the Mishima, like, fucking dojo. Like, it's etched into the floor, though. There's etched into the floor of that level is her name next to Heihachi's name, because she's was Heihachi's wife. And it's has an umbrella symbol of like over it, right? Umbrella signifies in Japan, if you share umbrella, you're sharing it with someone intimately. It's like the equivalent of us doing like a heart around your name and your like girlfriend's name or the person you love's name. It's kind of like that, like, oh my god, blah, hearts, blah. They finally brought her to life, and they added one of the most coolest, so you know where she's going, coolest lores, that she actually is the reason, though it kind of retcons the stuff, she's the reason of the devil gene. It was passed through her family, the Hachijo clan. She fucking goddamn decided, you know what, fuck this shit, I'm going to do my job and kill my husband after she fell in love with him. Because there was prophesied that the Mishimas were going to bring the world to ruin, which, boy, did they. And it's kind of her fault, too. It's kind of weird. It's kind of her fault, and it's kind of not her fault, too. It's really, yeah. But, like, her death is, like, the like, thing that makes the whole Kazuya a storyline a thing, and I think that is really fucking cool. Is this Devil Kazuya? Devil Kazuya, neat. He's just the devil form of this guy. Where's Kazuya? Kazuya Mishima. Kazuya's story, because his mother died, he tried to fight his dad. His dad was like, I don't trust you because you might got that devil gene in you. And then grabs him and throws him off a cliff. He doesn't die because of the devil gene. And basically goes to kill his dad. Beats dad. Dad comes back. Dad beats him. Throws him into a volcano. Next. He comes back from the dead after he's rebuilt and with the devil gene fully intact inside. Well, not fully intact, but still intact inside of him in some way. That he can still transform. And it has its own personality that he fucking suppresses because he's that dude. Like, oh, you think that I'm gonna let you beat me? No. And then fucking just did it. Just was like, yep, I'm gonna suppress this shit. So, he is the bad guy. He's such a good bad guy. I'm not gonna lie, he's such a good bad guy. And initially when he was a protagonist, he was like still a really like interesting guy. Like his character was really neat. But the tie-in of this devil Kazuya being initially being like a separate entity that he suppresses and like swallows, gulp, it's mine. Dr. Bosconovitch is he's the originator of all, like a lot of the different sciencey stuff that's in Tekken. He's a fun character that has gotten the shaft on some things, and now basically his legacy is in Elisa Bosconovitch. Every time he appears in some way, form, or fashion, you see this like this silliness in this gentle kindness there that really denotes like he originally worked for Mishima Zaibatsu. They were like using him for some shady stuff. He didn't want to be a part of it. Yoshimitsu saved him, and then he started working with Yoshimitsu to like sometimes with G Corporation to kind of like stop the Mishima Zaibatsu because they were doing some shady shit. With his last creation being Elisa, who is essentially supposedly he built her because his daughter died and he wanted his daughter, which is super fucking sad. So he's kind of important too as a character. Dragunov. Sergei Dragunov. You tried. He's interesting, like goddamn PMC owner that fucking helps. He does some horrible shit. He knows friggin' sambo, like Russian sambo, and it's just alright, cool. He likes building model tanks, like that's all. That's it. So it's like you tried. You made a very interesting design. A cool looking character, but sorry fam, you get to sit your butt and you try. Eddie Gordo, I would say, has a good lore. He basically wanted to fight in the Mishima Zaibatsu Tekken tournament in the third game because he wanted to earn enough money. I think it was to like help his master who had like fallen ill. And so he went out to do that by any means necessary. A lot of like crazy stuff happens to him. But every time that something does happen to him, it kind of just reflects more on his stories tied to everybody else. It doesn't but it doesn't seem to mesh necessarily well into the story of the main story of Tekken. But it's cool. I feel if it blended better into the story, I would be like, yeah. But I mean, it's kind of not fair because Armor King's story doesn't blend well. It doesn't overly blend to his story. I just feel like his story is more boring though. Like Eddie's story is like, oh, it's cool, but then it kind of like peters out at a point, and then also I'm giving them points off because goddamn, her story, her fucking Chrissy's story, not. We're not doing what's her name, Elisa? No, she's no. She no. You two are you that? Actually, I'm gonna move down all the ones that are not getting voted. I should have did that first. Where's Negan? My not Negan. Where? There he is. He can go down there. Noctis can go down there. I think that is all. Oh yeah, the Blue Girls are on there. That's all. So it does have the Tekken, all the Tekken characters, even the ones from Tekken 8. Okay. Okay. Yes. I think we're good. So yeah, he gets points off because of goddamn because of Christy. No, Fahkumram. He really, like, his story is okay, but they're like, oh, because he's a DLC character, and they were just like, yeah, he's this monstrous Muay Thai guy who's like fucking 8 feet tall or some shit, and they're releasing him because it's his way of like going in and try to fight the war for his whatever. It's kind of like he's in prison because he's like murdered somebody or something like that. It's like, okay, more you just seem, it's just so like generic. Jobber. Fang was he's a freaking Shaolin monk who was training to, like, he wants to be the strongest. So he's training for years until he finally is like, I think he's, because he's super young. He's like in his like early 20s or something like that. Challenges his master like, hey yo, I think I can run this shit better than you can. His master's like, the fuck you say to me, boy? He fucking beats his master, murders him, and then it's like, alright, I'm gonna leave and go fight. I'm gonna prove that I'm the strongest. I'm gonna go out and show that I'm the best. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna go out and beat the world. Like, that's cool. That's really, really cool. And the only reason he's doing all this shit is because he's also part of the reason that that freaking Asuka's in here. He's did it. He beat the shit out of her fucking family at their dojo and took their, like, you know, like, they took our sign off of the dojo. We gotta go get our vengeance. He basically did that shit. And goddamn just booked it. He was like, I'm out, deuces. And she was chasing him to, like, get her family's honor back, essentially, because she wasn't there to fight him. And he also has this thing where he's so much of a lesser power. He has some cool moments. I just say, like, he has some cool moments. His lore by itself, at a certain point, it's like, yeah, this is really, really cool, but it peters out because it's something he's like chasing for that he's never gonna get. I would say he feels very like Dragunov to me. His story feels like Dragunov's story. Martial Law has only appeared in one game. He's the son of Forest Law, or excuse me, other way around. This is Forest Law. Forest Law is the son of Martial Law, who's been in almost every Tekken game except for Tekken 3. He was in Tekken 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and of course the tag series. Forrest has only been in Tekken 3 in the tag series, and that's because his character's kind of dumb. They just took he's just like his dad. He's just his dad. He lost some moves though, and then when they brought Marshall back, he has all the moves. He's a jobber. I don't even know why they even bothered. Like, I feel like they should have just kept him going on, but I think it's the rapport that they made with Law and Paul that they were just like, okay, we have to have the younger generation. So of course we know that Marshall has a kid, so let's make him. And then nobody liked him that much. Like, it's like, oh, it's cool, it's Law, but and they were like, let's bring him back Marshall because he's just better. So jobber, they shouldn't even bother. They just should have kept regular Marshall in there. Ganryu, the simple men, the simp of simps. He's the guy. The thing about Ganryu really has no big story. He was like a bodyguard, sumo wrestler bodyguard for, I think it was Kazuya, or not, for Heihachi, and then its fucking entire goddamn thing veered off into being like, oh yeah, he's like really, really loves Michelle and Julia Yang. That's his entire story now. It's just he loves them. He'll do anything for them. The coolest thing about him is supposedly the Tekken Tag tournament and Tekken Tag 2 stories are his fanfic of like what's happening in their world. It's just his personal fanfic. That's all it is, which makes me laugh. Which makes me really laugh. So yeah, he's gonna get a you tried. You were okay for a while. Oh yeah, I forgot Geese Howard. Geese Howard, get down here. You're not here. What's this guy's name? It's like Genos or something like that. I don't even remember his goddamn name. I just know that I didn't like his character. I'm not gonna lie, his character's kind of dumb. He's a jobber character. There's no reason for him to be in the Tekken series anymore. Gigas is his name. I feel like there's no reason for him to be in there. Apparently, he was kidnapped and basically turned into a monster. And this chick here is his sister Catalina, and the entire thing for them is like fighting. It feels so disjointed in the story. That's the best way I can describe it. It feels disjointed. I'm like, this was cool, but it's not anymore. You know, Gon. Oh, I'm not gonna count Gon in this either. Nope, Gon can go. Gon is gone. Gon's gone too. I'm not gonna count Gon because technically Gon is not. Though Tekken 3 made him blow up here in the States. But no, he's from another franchise. Hey, Mishima. You know where he's going. He's going all the way to the top because his story is so intertwined with Tekken, and the fact that this man, just to make sure he didn't get tainted with the double gene, basically had, I think it's like 18 to 25 illegitimate children around the world and abandoned basically all of them. And that's not including the adoptive son, Li Chaolan, who he abandoned after he believes he kills Heihachi. He's just like, yeah, get the fuck out, Lee. You're no longer needed. I just needed you to fuck with my son. Bye. And tossed him out on the street. Like, this man is a menace. He's just a straight menace. And I don't know why he's a menace. That's the problem that bothers me. Like, this man doesn't need to be a menace. There's no reason for it. He just is. He's I'm this way because. I'm like, that's fair, I suppose. So yeah, you got Hrong. Hrong, he's so cool. He's trained by Beito-san. He was like kicked out. He's the rival of Gene. I'm putting you here. I'm gonna put you here. I should probably rearrange these in like their orders. So far, I'm sorry, Mishima's. Y'all get up here. Ooh, I don't know who I would say is out of these the max best, the mucho besters. Yeah, this feels right. This feels right. Yeah. She can go all the way to the end. She can actually go to the end. Devil Gene, Combat. Yeah, Combat goes to the very back of the line. Bruce, yeah, because I'll put Bruce. Yeah. This feels right. This feels right. Ogre definitely. Yeah, this is. Yeah. I would put him above him. Yeah, this feels right, and I don't even get the jobber stories. I don't even care about. They're just all trash. They're bottom of the barrel to me. Jack, I'm gonna confess something. I don't like the sound the original Jack made so much that every time I hear it, it fills me with like this sense of anxiety. Jack is a robot that was developed by I think it was say Mishima Corporation and Dr. Bosconovich to basically be like a war bot. The second Jack, one of the second Jack models, essentially got slightly damaged or something like that, or had an error in its programming, and found a kid and then gained sentience apparently, and was like, I must protect this kid, and it does, and to the point of its own destruction. The girl grows up and rebuilds him so many times. She literally rebuilds. Okay, so Jack 1 and Jack 2 are basically thanks to Dr. Bosconovich and Dr. Abel. From that point forward, from Tekken 3 on, is the little girl that the one specific Jack 2 model decides it wants to basically become its the little girl's surrogate dad or big brother or some shit, right? So it gets destroyed protecting her, and because it's gone off the basically it's gone off the grid essentially. She grows up to learn robotics just to build him again, makes him into Gunjack. You got Gunjack, which is 3, Jack 4, Jack 5, Jack 6, Jack 7, and Jack 8. We're up to Jack 8 now. And all she's doing is just improving on Jack just so he can, like, live forever. And in turn, like, just give him constant improvements. And in turn, he's like doesn't die. He's just around. He's just the same one. She's created death bots just so she can upgrade one specific one that got sentience, and she just put his sentience inside of the new upgraded ones, right? It's just, I'm gonna give it I kind of want to put it here. Because it's really, really good. He's in every game, and his things are silly. He's going there. That's where he's going. Yes, Jack is going there. What's her name? She's basically she's Michelle Yang. What's her name? I think her name's JC. I think so. I think it's JC. Basically, luchador wrestler for Tekken Tag. They specifically made her interesting Tekken Tag 2, I should say, because she's essentially Michelle Chang. And she just did it. It's just a part of just goddamn Ganryu's friggin' fanfic. That's basically what it is. I'm putting, just because it's fanfic, I'm gonna put it high and you tried. Jinpachi Mishima. Jinpachi Mishima is the grandfather of Jin, the grandfather of the great grandfather of Jin, the grandfather of Kazuya, and the father of Heihachi. He was a good, kind-hearted man until his son decided it was time for him to step down the old-fashioned way, and he proceeded to bury his father, Heihachi, buried his father under their dojo on the mountains and left him there to die, essentially. Like, beat him, chained him, left him to die. He comes back at, like, it kind of doesn't make sense how he came back, but he came back because of all the, like, the devil energy or whatever in the area. Like, he absorbed it with his anger and rage against his son. That he comes back after a bunch of Jack robots blow up the dojo with the Heihachi in it, and he's just back. And I'm kind of like, that's interesting. And a lot of his endings, the like ending stuff they try to do because he was a boss of it, was interesting. Yeah, he's there. He's not better than Double J. Nope, Jobber. Josie, just in general, Jobber. I'm not even gonna explain her. She's just a jobber. This I'm afraid to fight girl who just no, go away. Julia Chang the adoptive daughter of Michelle Chang from Tekken 1, or Tekken 1 and Tekken 2, is ever so dynamic. She started off as being like, oh, I want to make sure, I want to follow my mother's dream and like stop the world from dying, essentially. And I was like, that's cool, yay, keep that up. And now she's doing that, but also she's like, feels like the streamer, like she's just like, I'm a streamer girl thing, and it's kind of like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why? You did. Why? No. That's literally how I felt about it. I'm like, oh. So, I will give it, because of the tie to stuff, I'm gonna give it a low, a very, very low good lord. Like, I want to put it in high, you tried. Oh, Jun Kazama goes always the top. I would say, I would say hers is slightly more interesting because of the tie, and but with her and Kazuya and Jin, I don't know how I would even put it. I'm putting her here because I'm curious of what they're going to do with her story post Tekken 8. The stuff that they've done with her is really, really cool, but this is where I'm putting her. I'm going to try to speed up this list a little bit because it's taking a while. I still haven't ordered my food. I really need to order my food. But I'm also debating whether I actually want what I'm actually trying to order. I do. Next up, Catalina Jobber. Her story could go right behind her brother, right slightly in front of her brothers. Jobber. Her story's dumb. It's just so bad. Kasumi is still Kasumi, so Kasumi goes up here. Devil Kasumi and Kasumi are the same, so I'm gonna put her, yeah. King, my boy, he goes up here. Of course, King goes up here. The original King was a fucking bum, essentially, drunk, who always got into fights and stuff, just a troublemaker. Got injured, got taken in by a church. He was inspired to do well for these freaking kids at this orphanage and stuff like that, if I remember the story correctly. And essentially, the orphanage starts going broke. He goes to become a freaking masked wrestler to earn money and becomes one of the best. King 1 dies after Tekken 2 with an encounter with Ogre, and one of the kids that he raised in this orphanage and took care of in this orphanage, he's so dynamic. The first becomes the second king. King 1 between Tekken 1 and Tekken 2 friggin' became a drunkard because he felt like he failed his kids because he couldn't take care of them and couldn't raise the money the way he wanted to. He feels he fails them and they were not gonna love him. And they come out and they're like, we love you, and it's just like, oh, that's fucking cute. And one of those kids fucking becomes the next goddamn king, and it's just fucking. And the story between him and Armor King, the Armor King 1 trained him and stuff, and he has the rival with the second Armor King because he didn't stop Craig Murdoch, and then also Craig Murdoch. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Give me just a second, guys. I'm getting a call. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna get calls and stuff. Still haven't ordered my goddamn food. Kuma. Ooh, Kuma. Original Kuma's just a bear that fucking Heihachi, like, I love you, bear, and raised. When Kuma died, Kuma had a cub they raised like a son. And he's just like, that's my boy. He's not better than Brian Fury. Is he better than Devil Kazuya? Can go like right here. No. Yeah, Devil Kazuya's fine. Where is that? Bear. Yeah, Bear. Bear goes here. Bear goes in top notch floor. Just the way. He's just cool. Kunimitsu 1. Kunimitsu 1, it was a part of the Manji clan, which Yoshimitsu was like the head of and everything. She wanted to do more nefarious stuff, so she did a lot of stuff, and they ended up, Yoshimitsu ended up kicking her out, because all she would do was stealing for herself and using her powers for evil. And then she died and had a daughter. She gets in good lore, low good lore. Same thing with daughter. Daughter's lower good lore. I would say actually, you tried. They're high. You tried. You had something going, but you didn't stick the landing to being good lore. But you were close. You should be happy. Yeah, you almost made it. Almost made it. How does that make you feel? Let's see. So we got Lars Alexanderson, one of Heihachi's illegitimate children. His lore, because they interwove it with the Mishima lore really, really well. I'm gonna put it here. Hold on a second. I'm getting another call. So, I'm back. That was, those were weird calls. I'm just gonna say it. It was a weird call. Next up, Martial Law. Martial Law, his story originally was like, yeah, this is really, really cool. He's this basically Bruce Lee, but he's like, lives in America, and he loves the fact that he has a family, but he's also poor, so he's willing to fight to make money with them. He's also best friends with one of the strongest characters in this universe and stuff like this. So yeah, it's so cool. And then Tekken 3, he wasn't in it. Tekken 4, it's just progressively got just he was joke character, where I don't know how I can take him seriously anymore with his stuff. So you tried. I'm sorry, Marshall. You tried. Better than your son. You're better than your son, but not too much better. You know, Lee Chaolan, just because he's like, I will put Lee Chaolan's story right about. I put it here. Yeah. I'd put it here. This dude was adopted into the Mishima family by Heihachi just to be a rival for Kazuya. Fucking would not, and I mean would not lose if he could help it. And after freaking Heihachi believes he killed Kazuya after Tekken 2, he just is like, alright, you're banished, get out of here, don't need you anymore. He like grew up on the streets originally. He's like, back to the streets you go. And it was just like, oh, I'm just kicked out. I'm just yeah. And he's like, yeah, get out. This dude built a company, multi-million-dollar company, from the streets. Man. He just did it. He just did it. Made robotics and shit like that. Violet Systems. He literally just built it from nothing. And here we have him. He's just he's one of the biggest parts of the like fighting against the Mishima organization, and he's doing it purely out of spite. That's the only reason this motherfucker is doing it, is 100% out of spite. Like, it's insane. Lei Wulong, because I like Jackie Chan, has always been really cool to me. He's basically Super Cop. He's Super Cop. If you've ever seen, or if you've seen like the Police Story or the Super Cop movie, he's basically a Super Cop. That's all he is. He's Jackie Chan's Super Cop. He is always in a state of like trying to chase after somebody, but once again, he doesn't necessarily like have anything that's really. I'm going to put him in high you try just for one reason. Supposedly he was the partner of Brian Fury, and when Brian Fury died, he was like, but they didn't tie any of that together. Like, so you tried, you did try. Like, if they would have tied that more in, I would have probably gotten it into good lore. But because nope, it's down there. That's where it stays. It belongs in the trash. Leo, I'm sorry, Leo. You're a high jobber. You're a high jobber just for the fact that your story, no. Your story, it ties into stuff, and it ties in with part of the stuff that like very like on the fringes of it. Ooh, I here. No, I'll put him above Fang. Yeah, he goes here. He goes, and you tried, but I feel like they kind of like shoehorned his story in there because his mom worked on the program that biofroze Nina and Anna technically, and also was the reason that Steve Fox is alive, which is its own weird story. But it's like, it feels like we're just kind of just like Steve's gonna, I know where Steve's gonna go. What's his name? Goddamn, Leroy Brown, or Monk. It's just Monk. That's who that is, Monk. He's, I don't know. I like his story a little bit, but I still feel like he's kind of shoehorned into, like he's just a super kung fu master who has ties to everybody. I don't know. I'm gonna put him in I'm gonna put him in low good lore. That feels good. Lily, where'd I put Asuka? These two can go together. I'll put hers slightly lower because she's just here because as rival. I'm just rival for her. Like, but it's Sakura from Street Fighter and fucking Karen from Street Fighter, except she's way more annoying than Karen. Lucky Chloe, story doesn't matter. The bottom of the bottom of the bottom. I don't like. She just doesn't make sense as a character, even for Tekken lore. Like, she was not even the fact she's annoying or anything like that. Just like her lore just doesn't make sense. Craig Murdoch goes up into low good lore. Low good lore. Basically, he was a Valley Judah fighter that got caught up in a bar brawl and killed the Armored King 1. When he killed Armored King 1, he was sent to jail, and King 2 got him out, just so he could kill him. King severely beats the crap out of him, puts him into a coma, friggin' has a chance to kill him, changes his mind after he realizes, hey yo, this guy has a family too, and I need to stop this cycle of vengeance. So he doesn't kill him. Craig wakes up, they become tag team partners, he's fucking, they're like, yeah, we're tag team partners now. And then Armor King 2 comes out of nowhere, fucking attacks the shit out of fucking Craig Murdoch, and puts him on his ass again. And then basically, like, later they find out that he's the second Armor King, and there's a little bit of a rivalry there between all three of them. It's interesting. It's interesting, but not that interesting, you know. Master Raven, she's like the second in command of the Ravens. She was original Ravens like leader. Kind of cool. I'm gonna put her above fucking Ganryu, because it's kind of cool that the UN has like fucking ninjas. Apparently, they just have cyber ninjas. That's what the UN has. That's the only reason why she's there and not in Jobber. Michelle Chang. Michelle Chang. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go. Where did I put fucking what's her name? I put her in Good Lore. She's gonna have to go down in the bottom of Good Lore, because her lore is good. Ties really well with Julia. She was the one who basically inspired Julia to try to save the earth and trees and shit. And she adopted this little girl that became this chick here, which is kind of neat, but it's a little weak. It's almost you tried, but you did good. Miguel. You're gonna be in You Tried. Bottom of You Tried. Why? He feels like a shoehorn character too. You killed my sister at her wedding. I'm gonna kill you, Jin Kazama. I finally got the chance, but I'm not gonna, because you gotta pay for what you did. And then he's not in Tekken fucking 8. So you tried. You did well, but it doesn't make sense. I think this girl's name is Miharu. She's the friend of Xiao Yu. She's just along for the ride. Jobber. Mokujin is a sentient fight dummy that essentially wakes up whenever there's like an evil threat so he can fight it. That in itself sounds really cool. I'm gonna put it in Good Lore. I might even put it higher in Good Lore, because it's such a neat concept. I'm gonna put him in bottom of lore because it doesn't tie directly with the story. But it's such a neat concept that there's this like fight dummy that senses great evil and then just wakes the fuck up and it's just like, yeah, it's time. Run them hands. Nina Williams. Where did I put Anna? And she's gonna go. I'm gonna put her at the top of Good Lore. Not quite top notch lore, but top of Good Lore. She has ties to a lot of the characters. She has ties to quite a few of the characters. She's always interesting, and she's straightforward. She's a fucking assassin. Boom. The rivalry between her and her sister makes her like character a little bit more dynamic, because they're petty natures. But the thing I think that is really cool is she was captured, put into cryo sleep for 15 years, something like that. Wakes up, doesn't know that she has a son in between that time who was basically being trained to be like a super soldier. Doesn't know anything about it. Just like, yeah, that's for real. I don't have a kid at all. Geez, that's so cool. That actually is like really that's really cool, but it's not top-notch lore. It doesn't quite break it. You know what? I have to do it. It's the bottom of top-notch lore, but it's in it. It did it. It made it. It fucking made it. Trying to think. Panda, Jobber. She's just here. Fun Jobber, but still just a Jobber. No, I'm gonna put Panda in Low You Tried. Her story ties with, she's the pet of Xiao Yu's, pet/best friend of Xiao Yu's. She's just the thing that Kuma Sims for. I think that's neat, but it's not quite there yet. It's they didn't drop the ball with it. It's still rolling, so it's like a very slow roll, but it's still a roll nonetheless. Let's see. Paul Phoenix. Paul Phoenix, I would have to say, would go in. You tried. Hi, you tried. Hi, you tried. Because his stuff is always so interesting, and his character hasn't necessarily shifted too much. He just wants to be the strongest. It's simple. You know what? It's simple. It's to the point. He just wants to be the strongest. Let's see. Prototype Jack is just he's Jobber. He's just one of the prototype versions. He's bottom of the barrel. Bottom. He's just kind of there. Like no, he's not bottom of the barrel. There's a lot of these characters. Oh yeah, he's like there. But it doesn't really. He doesn't. Raven goes, just because he's cool, goes slightly above goddamn Master Raven. I don't know who the fuck this is. Who are you? You go away. I don't know who you are. You're bottom. You're down there. Just because he looks like Wesley Snipes, and he's a UN ninja. He's just a UN ninja. He gets to sit right there, right? Roger. Oh, Roger. I kind of miss Roger. Roger. Genetically, Roger and Roger Jr. are genetically. You go here. Genetically modified kangaroos that are modified for fighting. That's literally what they are. Roger managed to escape with, I think, with Dr. Boskanovich, and has a family, which with girl Roger, I guess you would say. And then Roger Jr. is a little tiny Joey that basically fights inside of the wife kangaroo's like pouch. It's you heard me right. I'm not gonna try to mince it. You heard me. You heard what I said. Let's see. Sebastian, you go. No, you're. There's no even point to you, Sebastian. You're just kind of around. You're floating right behind Miharu. Shaheen, I would say you tried. He's cool as shit, and the only thing he wants to do is take down the fucking G Corporation, or the Mishima Zaibatsu, one of the G Corporation, because they like G Corporation killed his fucking friend, so he hates Kazuya. That's what he hates Kazuya. So he was like, I wanted to destroy it because they killed my friend. I told him and we killed him. So yeah, I in the war, gotta kill you guys. I don't know who this is either. What is this? Well, you're getting moved. If I don't know who you are, you're getting moved down here, down, right behind. Actually, to the back of the bus. Right, Skinny Bob. No, Skinny Bob can go down here and Jobber. He's. I'll put him right because I'm going to tie them together. They're linked. Down here you go. Steve Fox. I really kind of want to put him in You Tried. Just because they had this entire thing where he's a super soldier. I'm gonna put him here. Just because they had the idea he's a super soldier and like he's trying to find his mom. He finds out it's Nina Williams, who does not look like she should be a mom because she was cryo frozen and shit. And then they didn't do anything with it. Now he's just a joke character. I'm giving him How You Tried. God damn it. Tetsujin, I'm gonna link with Mokujin. Pop. Tetsujin is girl Mokujin, I think it would be considered. No. There's a girl Mokujin. Tetsujin is just like the other side of friggin'. Yeah, you get it. Jobber character. He's just kind of like a skin swap thing with Eddie. They're kind of cool, but I'm gonna, yeah, he's just gonna be like here. True Ogre, I'm actually gonna put above regular Ogre. Where did I put regular Ogre? Isn't good, right? The fuck did I put Ogre? Oh, Ogre's in You Tried? I don't remember. I guess I put him in You Tried. Well, he's up there just because he's slightly more interesting. The fact that that's actually what he looks like. Actually, I'm gonna. I don't know why they are down there. I feel like they should not be in You Tried. I don't remember why I said they were in You Tried. Her story, interesting for Tekken Tag. I would, just for Tekken Tag alone, like there's speculation she was Jun Kazama's younger sister. In the second game, it is like an alternate version of Jun Kazama. This is all fanfic, so I'm gonna say, bam, hi You Tried. If we were tied more yet. This is just Lee Chaolan. But even more, I would say Violet is more interesting than Lee Chaolan because they're the same dude. Nobody figured out that was just Lee Chaolan who just dyed his hair purple just to keep, like, mask himself, to reveal himself to be Lee Chaolan. That's fucking cool as shit. I don't care what you say. I don't care who you are. That's cool as shit. So you got Wang. I'm gonna put him in good lore, I think, right behind Ogre, because of his ties with Jinpachi Kazama. They're like friends. He also has ties to Xiao Yu, which Xiao Yu's next. Xiao Yu, her entire thing is just chasing after fucking goddamn Genie. That's her, and she wants to build up like a goddamn amusement park with a fuck ton of money, and she's good at kung fu. You tried, but she kind of not. Yoshimitsu, the ninja of the Manji clan, whose name is passed down through generations, who's basically Robin Hood. He's essentially Ninja Robin Hood. There's multiple ones. I think there's been, in just Tekken alone, there are 2 separate ones, right? He's also in the other Namco series, an alternate, like, historical version of him in Soul Calibur. Or not, or I shouldn't say historical, like an actual history, but like a period, I should say, a period Yoshimitsu. Just, I'm putting him in high good lore. He's not quite down in, not quite up in top notch lore, but it's neat. He's just Robin Hood. He's a really cool Robin Hood. I feel like Zafina is. She's a You Tried. It's really cool what they did with her. She's kind of like I'm trying to stop the ultimate evil, but she also feels shoehorned. But the way they shoehorned her in there, I'm not too mad about it, I guess you could say. Yeah, she goes there. God, this is gonna hurt. What's her name? Lucina? Fuck, what's her name? God damn it. I don't remember her. God damn it. Lydia, that's her name. Lydia Sobieska. The president of Poland, who's this, like, ninja, or this karate practitioner, this ultimate karate practitioner, who practices like an actual, I forgot what the specific karate style is, but she practices that it's a realistic one, a real, like, sport, and actually, apparently, karate in Poland is pretty big. really cool, really cool. But it doesn't really. And all she's like, oh yeah, stop fighting wars, please, because I love my country and I'm gonna fight you and I'm gonna fight in this tournament. Her character design is really cool. I wanna. She's gonna be high. You tried. I would put her right below Zafina because I really like it, and I wish they would tire her more. Ooh, just coffee, high jobber. All this girl is just, I fought because coffee. I want to fight in the thing, coffee. That's it. That's her entire bit. It's done. The leader of all of the UN ninjas, he's gonna go. Goddamn, he's so fucking cool. Coolness aside, we're just thinking lore. He's here. Actually, I would say he goes just because super cool ninja. Actually, bam. Just because, yeah, they're cooler than this guy. Fang is cool in different ways. Oh, and last but surely not least, we have. Just because I'm already intrigued, I'm putting her here because there's just too much lore going on here for her to be any higher. One of the other illegitimate Mishima children, she apparently also has spoiler, the devil gene, and we're trying to figure out what I want to know more. And I don't know if I'll ever know more. It's killing me softly with its song, telling my whole life with its word, killing me softly. So yeah, that's my all my Tekken characters, based by their lore alone. This is what we got. We got this is my personal opinion, and I feel good with this list. So I'm gonna just save this. Gonna download this, and we're gonna. I don't want y'all to see my stuff. You guys looking all in my things. All right, there. So that's one list down. Oh, this one's gonna be monstrous. So this is the Spider-Man, the Insomniac Spider-Man suits that they created for the games. Some of them are a little bit more are traditional Spider-Man, or their takes on like classic Spider-Man costume designs, and I'm like, yeah, I'm for it. Let's do it. So see, amazing, top of the top, spectacular, and I named how I feel about each one. Spectacular is pretty good. Ultimate's good. Ultimate Spider-Man. I'm gonna switch this one. I'll rather type Ultimate. I'm going to switch this one because Ultimate Spider-Man actually is the reason why Ultimate Universe was actually cool. I'm not going to lie. So, Spectacular, sorry. You're just kind of like tertiary stories to the Spider-Man story. To me. Alright, so we got Spectacular. We got Tangled Webs, and then Doesn't Do What a Spider Can. So some of these, if they're ugly suit, they're getting slapped down in disgust. So Spider-Man, the Spider-Man, friggin' goddamn suit from Across the Spider-Verse. I love the red stripe down the side. It's very. I'm gonna put it in Ultimate. It's very minimalistic. I like the stripes that go down the side. It gives it a little like different look. The spray paint logo still, I'm not sold on it. I'm not fully sold on it. It's cool. It's good. But I'm not like yeah. That's what I think of when I think fucking Spider-Man is the spray paint thing. And I get why it's designed like that, but it doesn't. Nah. I think the Advanced suit is one of the coolest designs ever. Like, it is such a cool design. Like, and I'm saying this is my own personal opinion, my own personal list. It is such a cool design. I really think how the thought processes about the design is really cool. The white parts are heavily reinforced areas, if you can see. He has like the white spider and a little bit of white on his gauntlets. are areas that are extra reinforced. He has them like on his heels. He has them on like the inside of his foot. And I think a little bit on the outside of his foot. He has it goes slightly up, like right below his ankle for support. It has on his forearms and wrists, so if he hits something or punches something, it doesn't like damage. It has a lower risk of damaging his hands. The areas that are red are areas that are gonna like be like have huge like rub against, so it might be more abrasive for him. So if he slides across of a building, those are a little bit more reinforced, like tougher made material than the blue. The blue is all the lightweight areas, so the areas that he's gonna be flexible, areas he's gonna be moving. That's why there's no red on the inside of his groin. There's no red on his knees or on his ankles. There's no red under his arms. And where his shoulders move up and down, it's separate. There's like a separate little tiny line right there. Look at that. So it's and same thing with the second design. This is the Advanced Suit Mark II, I guess you can call it. I put it a little bit, actually, because I like the more thought put into it. I think they just wanted to streamline a lot of the stuff to make it slightly different. I'm gonna put it here. I'm not liking the minimalist, the little bit extra minimal thing for that. I think this is the Amazing Spider-Man costume. It was a step in the right direction for the movie Spider-Man. So I'm kind of like, yeah, thank you for doing that right. I appreciate you. Compared to this one, Tangled Webs, I still don't like the design of it. It doesn't look right. The goggles look weird. Like, I did not like the Amazing Spider-Man 1 costume. Yucky. The Anti-Ox suit. I'm gonna give it spectacular. It's this cool design, but you only see it once, really, in that one game, and it has ties to Spider-Man 1, the story and everything like that. It's not doing it for me. It's not doing it for me. The white symbiote or the anti-venom suit. And I'm basing it off of Spider-Man, how they look at Spider-Man 2. Like they look good, but and how I feel about the suit. I really don't like. I wasn't a big fan of the anti-venom suit overly anyway until like Agent Anti-Venom. I was like, it's okay. I just don't like how it looks in the game either. It just looks like somebody got a little bit too excited all over Spider-Man. I'm just saying, and it's like it shifts and it moves, and I'm just like, ugh, gross. So yeah, that's how I feel about that one. It does not feel great. Damaged or Spider-Man 1 suit. So this was what his suit looked like in the Amazing Spider-Man, or in Marvel Spider-Man, the Sony Spider-Man, the first game. It gets damaged. It looks like this, and I'm kind of like, yeah, that's tasty. That's a tasty suit. And the only reason I'm putting that one there and this one here is because this was damaged. The damage is cool and everything. There's one thing I'm glad they don't do in this game is the whole like damaged lens where you see like one of like Peter Parker's eyes behind the lens. It's like, yeah. So this suit, it's just the classic into my heart. In Spider-Man 2, it looks so good. The classics are like it feels like Spider-Man to me. These feel like Spider-Man, but it feels like a new design on Spider-Man. This feels, when I'm playing in this suit, it's like Spider-Man to me. Like, it's so good. Trash Adidas ad bullshit. Trash. TRASH. And I might not do the Justice League one. I'll do the Justice League one. I'm just gonna do Super Knight. Homemade suit. I feel like I like the design of the homemade suit for the MCU Spider-Man. I think it's neat. It's really neat. I like them going with the goggles that he wears to help him focus and stuff. Yada yada yada. Like I dig it. I dig it. It's not as it's not like a durable suit or anything like that, but like I dig it. I'm not a big fan of the MCU Marvel, the MCU Iron Spider suit. I'm not a fan. I don't particularly like it. It's not awful, but I'll take other designs over it. Spider-Man Noir. The Spider-Man Noir costume and the motif and everything, I really like how it looks in the game and how it moves in the game. It's very now you're gonna go back here. I like the idea of like a 1920s gangster style Spider-Man. I do. I think it's really cool. Iron Spider-Man. Where are you gonna go? Iron Spider. It looks really good in the game. I'm gonna put it above Damaged Spider-Man suit. Looks really good in the game. And it's all shiny and neat and good looking. Look at it. It looks all beautiful. I have like a weird hate-love relationship with the comic Iron Spider suit. Like, I don't like the Civil War. It was not a good arc that was in Marvel, like, at all. Nope, it was just not. But I do think that it's a different design that shows like this was a Tony Stark built costume, which I do like that part. I forgot what this one is. I don't like it with blue. No, it's going there. Is this the Ninja Spider-Man or no? This isn't Arachnite. This is like this is one of the Miles ones. I think the Miles ones. It's Spider-Man Under the Hood is weird. I love Ghost Spider or Spider-Gwen, but it's always it's weird to me. I don't know what I don't like. Why would you have that on your head? It would never stay up. Like even when like when Miles is wearing it and the thing, I'm just like, it seems like it would get in the way. It was just like it's cool. Even this goes all the way back to Ben Reilly as well. Like. Oh, you got a hood on it. It's cool. Alright, I'm gonna move it up because it's cool looking. Because the hood up is like, but when it's down, it looks really cool. Same. Okay. I don't like it being a shiny hood that's attached to the thing. Like it being like a coat or something is really cool, but it being attached to the suit itself, I don't like it. Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider. I'm gonna put it here because I always like the Scarlet Spider costume. It's just always been like this thing about it that's just so interesting. But it doesn't quite beat out the Iron Spider suit because the Iron Spider suit just has a lot of cool features to it, like in comics for me as well. So, and this is my list. I can make my own decisions how I want this to be, right? Let's see. Miguel O'Hara, the 2099. This is they didn't give us a 2099 from Across the Spider-Verse costume. They gave us the original. I've always thought it's a really weird looking design. It's grown on me over time. But it does not break my up until like the ultimate. Like it just doesn't. It's grown on me, but I just don't like the design. Spider-Punk, oh man, Spider-Punk was made really cool, and at first I really didn't like the design, but it's like as time went on, it's kind of like the Miguel O'Hara 2099 suit. 2099 suit, I feel like, yeah, it grew on me over time, but like, it looked cool in the game, but like, I had no tie. MCU Spider-Man suit. I don't like it either. I don't like the black on it. It feels weird. Like the black layering always. It looks. I like it more than I like the. Actually, it's here. It's gonna sit here because it still has that like Spider-Man feel, the Spider-Man look, but it's there. I think this is it's either the Spider Assassin one or it's like a variant of the Alex Ross one. It goes here. I'm not a big fan of how it looks. I'm not a fan of the squinty eye Spider-Man. I like the big eye Spider-Man, like I think Todd McFarlane was the first one that really like gave Spider-Man like these huge eyes. I'm talking about these huge eyes. So I don't like when the eyes are narrow. That's why I kind of don't like I don't like this one here. But overall the design is like cool, but I just don't like the mask, the eyes on the mask. This is the in-game symbiote suit. When he started to gain more control over it. It still was kind of like armor, but he started gaining a little bit more control of it. It looks cool. I kind of like it looking more like a suit than looking like slime. So I'm gonna put that one there. Same thing with when it starts getting a little bit more crazy and erratic. I do like how it changes to match his like erratic behavior. All right, the Amazing Suit. I love the Miles Morales like variant of the Spider-Man suit. I do. It's just good. It is just good. It won't beat Old Trusty because I love Old Trusty, but it's good. Damn, is it good. The other Spider-Man MCU suit. I like the black, but it's just basically the same thing as this one, just black. I kind of like the blue on him a little bit more because it's like, yeah, black looks sick, but the blue's just tradition. It's just tradition. Black suit from the Spider-Man, the Raimi-verse, basically. I don't like the raised webs. I do not like the raised webs. Like, it's so hard to figure out where I want to put this on here because I don't like the raised webs. I'm gonna actually put this right here. I do not like the raised webs of the Spider-Man suit. I just don't. It bothers me every time I see it. I don't know why, but it bothers me. I don't remember this one was. So I'm just gonna go based off the design. It's all right. I'm not a big. It's better than this, but you know, actually, that's better than this. That's definitely better than this. Spider armor. I think this is actually. No. I don't think this is the Velocity suit. Cool design, but once again, not a big fan of the slanty eyes. It goes there. No, it goes there. Yeah, it goes there. That's how I'm feeling about it. This is the Spider Armor Mark 3 or 4, whatever like that. This was in Amazing Spider-Man when, like, a little bit after Peter Parker got his body back from Doc Ock and had a fucking company to build shit with. I really like this suit. I like the metallic look to it. I really do. It feels like this is the suit that this suit would have been if Pete would have made it. This is how I feel about that. So I like it a little bit more. It's not quite amazing, but it's cool. The stealth suit. I actually did a forever ago piece. I might need to redo that one. Piece where I drew stealth suit Spider-Man for Hugh Vember, and I really think this design is cool. How cool is it? Better than Ben Reilly. It's better than Ben Reilly. It just is. Don't at me. This is the Velocity suit. This is the Velocity suit. Once again, don't like the small eyes. I like it. It's right here. It's right here because I like the sleek look Spider-Man suits. I don't like the big like giant like oh my god look. The Spider-Man wrestling suit for this version Spider-Man, I'm gonna put it here. it's better than it feels like they didn't really try to really go all but make it, but it does look like somebody who just was like, I'm trying to dress up like whatever and not be seen. So yeah, it can go there. This is one of the other Miles Morales variants. Once again, I'm not a big fan of the hood. Kind of reminds me of Michael Jackson Thriller. It goes higher. It goes higher. It goes higher than that. It stops here. It stops here. This is one of the anti-electric suits that Pete developed. I get why it looks the way it looks, but I don't like the bulk. I'm not a big fan of like the bulky Spider-Man look. Like, Spider-Man's supposed to look like he can move around and shit, not like he's like got to fight like in a wrestling match or something. Like like he's all pad. I'm not a big fan of the padding one. The remake of the homemade or the store-bought suit the suit that in the Ultimate Universe, the first suit that Miles Morales had, he basically bought from a store and started trying to be like Spider-Man, and people are like, what? You know, that's yuck. And so that's when he came up with the design for like the classic Miles Morales one. The fact that they redid it for this game is actually really, really cool. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here because it still looks weird. It's got like knee pads and shit. Like, nah. Dusk Spider-Man. I do like it. I think I'm gonna put it here. No. Dusk Spider-Man always looks really neat. It's going up in Ultimate. It's going up in Ultimate. Jeez. Every time I look at a suit, I'm like, no, it's better than that one. It's better than. It's not better than that one. It goes right here. This is where the dust suit goes. Oh, the stealth suit. I think the stealth suit is cool. I'm gonna put it here because I'm not a big fan of like the bulky looks though. Like it looks cool. It looks like something I would think like Sam Fisher would wear. I don't remember what this design is, but I don't really like it. It can go down there. I don't remember what this one is, but once again, I'm not a big fan. I like the color motif a little bit, but I'm not a big fan of the slanty eyes. Don't like the popped collar. This is one of those, like all the Miles Morales shoot, they try to go a bit too hard with the flare. I don't like it. So it's gonna be. My distaste of it is more than the raised webbing. This is just a really cool. It's a really cool costume. It just really is. Shoot. Oh man. Right here. Like they just look cool together, don't they? Don't they look cool together? This is Miles Morales' homemade suit. I don't like the goggles that much. I feel like this is just like a cheap imitation of this right here, and that bothers me greatly. And I don't like the goggles. I don't like the goggles. Ooh, I really don't like how it looks. Yeah, it's going right here. I really don't like how it looks, but it's not like crazy like I feel about these. This is just adorable. It's just an adorable suit. I don't know if I can give it. Yeah, I gotta put it like right here at the end of Spectacular. This is not in Tangled Webs. It's reference wise, it's really cool, but past that part, I'm just like, whatever. The first version of the Spider-Verse suit, because he just basically spray painted an entire suit. I like it a little bit more than I like this one. Though the design is really cool, I just like this one a little bit more. But I'm still not a fan of the spray paint fucking spider symbol, but Maybe it'll grow on me one day too. Tangle webs for this one, I think. I don't like, no, it's just, yeah, it doesn't bother me too. Yeah. Yeah, it goes to the top of Tangle web. It just goes to the top of Tangle web. The jacket part is kind of cool, but I don't know if yeah, no. That beats out that suit. Yeah. No, this beats out that. So there we go. Yeah, that feels right. This feels, yes. More simplistic looking, like, variant of this suit, kind of, sort of, is what it feels like. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. This one is just, yeah, it's that. This is basically just a less pretty version of that. That's, yeah, that seems right. It's cool. It's a cool suit. Like, I love this, like, the Daft Punky look to it. But it's still messy to me. I don't know why it's just messy. Ooh, like this one. This one's messy too to me. I don't like the... Yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, it goes right there. The Prowler variant of for Miles Morales. I kind of dig it a little bit. I kind of dig it. I dig it. I dig it more than that. More than that. Yeah, definitely more than these. A little bit more. Yeah, it's making its way up. It stops here. That's where it stops. If they gave him his J's, I would put this super high. But because they didn't give him his J's, I'm kind of like, I don't know, fam. I don't know how I can rate this. I'm gonna put it right there. Yeah. The white on it is really cool, but I'm also kind of like, this one, no. Because the white does look clean. The white looks clean. That's where it's gonna go. Don't like raised webbing, and it just looks like raised webbing to me. I'm like, but I do kind of like its design a little bit. Yeah, it's right here. Actually, no. No, it's definitely here. I still am not a fan of the spider armor stuff. Like, I don't know what it is about it. It's just the MCU spider armor stuff looks neat, but it just doesn't do it for me. Yeah, it's less. It's less of that. This is the suit that's going to be the next Spider-Man movie suit. Tom Holland's supposed next suit. It's just traditional Spider-Man. It just feels more like traditional Spider-Man. So I'm gonna put it there. It just feels right. Stealth suit from the movie. Yeah, that feels right. Black suit Spider-Man, like the goddamn fucking thing. Oof, it is like, these two are so close to touching together that it hurts. It literally is like, oh, bruh, this is, yeah. I love this suit. I absolutely love this suit right here. I think this, instead of this suit down here, this is the one they should have used to for it, like a base for his new suit. Like, Adidas, I feel like fucked that shit up with this ugly ass fucking blue in it. Ugh, so ugly. It's so ugly. It's such an awful suit. Damn. kind of want it there. No, it's there. It's there because I like it. I even like it a little bit more than like the classic Miles Morales suit. Fucking shield suit, trash. High trash, but trash nonetheless. The Wolverine fucking Miles Morales suit, it's cool, but I'm like, Same thing with the Black Panther one. I'm like, it looks a little bit more clean, but meh. I don't like the shoulder pauldrons. The Arachnite one, it goes. I feel like it goes like, oh yeah, it goes here. It looks really neat. I like it. Better than that. It's like up here. This one's up here. I don't know what this one's called, but I know it's like there. No. Oh, like super no. I don't know how I feel. It looks cool, but I'm gonna put it. Put it there because I like a little bit more than the Black Panther one. Garbage. This is the hottest of garbage. These three here are just booty. Same thing with this one. I'm kind of not a fan. I'm not a fan. It's there. Here. Some of these are getting like super easy. Yeah, gross. Gross. Yeah, this one's less than goof. That's these are getting hard because like some of these I'm like, yeah, that seems right. Booty. Booty. Yeah, that feels. I'm gonna put you. Okay, the black. These two look really cool together. That's why they have to be by each other, and that's how it's gonna be. The fucking was it Brooklyn High, Brooklyn whatever fucking Brooklyn the high school he goes to, like Visions or whatever it is. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's a suit. It does its suit stuff. Damn. Like, I legit don't like it that much. It's not bad, but it's just, it looks weird, man. It does. I kind of like the Spider Ninja thing, but I kind of don't. For design wise, I'm gonna put it at the top of Tangled Webs, but it's like another Brooklyn Visions like thing. It's like some of the, I feel like some of the like normal costumes should be a little bit higher sometimes, but then I really look at them and I'm like, no. Like, yeah, it's like there. Like, it's like your bro, like, dude, I found my old Spider-Man mask. Look at this shit. It looks fucking cool as shit, huh? I'm like, that's weird. I didn't really like the gold one. The gold version of this, like, really at all. It's not horrible, but I'm also kind of like, it's not great either. It goes there. Yeah, it goes there. Him wearing the fucking a beanie, the earmuffs, and the scarf. That's a cool suit. It's gonna go there because it's just cool. I don't like this one. Fucking once again, bulky ass fucking shit does not do it for me. For Spider-Man, this one looks like a toy. It looks like a legit, like, oh, that's just a toy. The show suit. Oh, fuck, that's actually... Because it fucks with my eyes a little bit, I want to put it, like, right here. Because it fucks with my eyes a little bit. What's it? Spider-Borg, or whatever his name is. The future Spider-Man, or whatever. Or he's like a cyborg. It's 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 man, this is actually, I'm having trouble because I'm like, actually it's kind of cool. Okay. I think I'm getting it a little bit. It's like right here. Yeah, it's like right there. The Peter B. Parker one. I actually might put this one actually kind of low. Yeah, it's gonna be lower than I feel like I should. I don't like the tapering that it does. The tapering for his midsection feels a little weird, and I'm not a particularly big fan of it. Yeah, that feels right. This one is really cool. I kind of like it. I wanted to go. I don't even know if I want to put it that high. There, that's good. The old spider armor. Spider armor makes me feel weird because I kind of think it's kind of cool, but I also kind of think it's kind of lame. Yeah, that's how I feel. And I think some of these aren't even in the game. Like, I don't remember this one being in the game. Yeah, this one's not in the game. That one's not in the game. That one is. Spider Britain. UK Spider-Man. Cool, but I've always thought it just, I don't know, it looks a little weird. Actually, yeah, that feels correct. That feels correct. So these, this one's in there, and I was like, yeah, it goes there. Oh, Bombastic Bagman. Bombastic Bagman goes to the top. It goes like right here. This is where Bombastic Bagman will live. This one, I didn't like it when it came in. I'm not a big fan of the design of it. I don't like it that much. It's going here. Oh, here. There we go. This is gonna go up in the same spot as like this one, just slightly below it, I think. Oh, spider under. Oh, I missed one, but we'll come back to it. Spider underwear. This is where you live. You live here. Oh, I think this is like the version of the Future Foundation suit. I kind of dug the Future Foundation suit, not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it there. That feels like it should be there. Fucking this one's very cool. Like him like evil Spider-Man, he like goes rogue and like starts like killing people and shit. Really cool. This one is not. Yeah, ooh, yeah. This is like the 2099 variant, and I just am like, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not really good. Yeah, it's going like right there. The comic booky Spider-Man one, like cell shading, I like it just because of how it looks, but it doesn't top these. I never was a fan of Ghost Spider's design. I think it's cool, but I don't like. It's just like I'm not a huge fan of it. Yeah, that feels right. No, I think it. Yeah, it feels like this one belongs here. Same thing. I think some of these, I don't remember if some of these are even in the game. I don't really like this one either. This one's bare bones okay. No. That feels there. These are really cool. Like I said, I like their design, but that's about it. No, this is garbage. Actually, yeah, that one. I don't like the half. Yeah, that's Super Sentai looking ass bullshit. Kind of dig this design a little bit. Yeah. No, I'll put that one there. This one just is cool to me. And part of me wants to put it a little bit higher, but I don't have the heart to do it. Love the idea of like a fucking dude in, wearing Spider-Man, just a 23 skidoo as he's like swinging through the air. That's some YES right there. I actually like that one a lot. Yeah, that's what that one's fun. The Puerto Rican flag one, nah, it's kind of weak to me. It looks weird. Looks like Captain America, because literally that feels like Captain America. So it's going right here. Kind of like this a little bit, but not too much. It's kind of boring. But I also do kind of like it. I feel like this one should drop a lot too. No, it's fine where it's at. And this one, I get it, the whole Mysterio thing. These, I'm going to leave these down here because I don't want them to touch my list. But yeah, this was fun. So I'm going to download this one too. Put this one away. I don't think I'm going to call it there. Like, those are my 2 tier lists for the day. I might do this a little bit just because. But I'm done. I'm going to stop. If you like what you saw, tell your friends. Be like, that guy's awesome. The Loneliest Wolf by choice. Follow me at twitch.tv/TheLoneliestWolfPC. And if you are on my Twitch right now, you can go to Loneliest Game Cave to see some of my, older stuff. Join my Discord too. That's in the link in the description of my Twitch. You can like click there. So you have to go if you're a future person. You have to go see my streams. And yeah, that'll do it for me. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I mean, or you can do it. I'm not your dad. This is the Loneliest Wolf signing out. And I love your face. I love your face almost as much as I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a really cool character. He has a lot of stuff about him that I admire in a comic book hero. So, yeah, that's it. I love your face as much as that. Have a good night, guys.